This is unbelievable. I mean, you gotta see it to believe it.
Have you ever seen something happening that you just felt like you needed to be part of? I was watching this rally this week, and we're watching the convoy this week, and I was amazed. I was amazed by how many guys were getting together and doing this. But then I had a chance to watch some of the videos that were being shared. Some of the people across the country that were getting out and supporting this, the crowds were huge. They just kept getting bigger and bigger everywhere they went. And then more people started coming from different directions of the country and starting their own convoys. And I was watching it. It was infectious, and I guess I caught the infection. And I had to go see. I called my buddy Serge, and we jumped in his car, and off we went. And boy, we had us a day. This thing was really, truly crazy. I mean, the amount of people was just crazy. The feeling of unity was really, truly something special. Probably something I'll never feel again. And, being a Quebecer, it's, there's always been a strained relationship, or at least as long as I've been alive, a strained relationship with Quebec and Canada. And there was no Quebec in Canada today. There was a huge support group from Quebec, and a lot of them weren't even there yet. The convoy coming in was huge. On my way home, the convoy was huge, and they hadn't even reached the city yet. And I don't know where in the world they were going to put all those trucks. I have no idea. They sure weren't going to put them where we were, because that road was blocked off, and they had graders and plow rigs and everything else, blocking roads so the trucks couldn't get in there. And really, they had to. There was no way. There was no way to support all that stuff. But if you were there, boy, I'm glad you get to see it. And if you weren't, I feel bad for you. But on the other hand, I'm an old country boy, and I was in the middle of something that really, that much humanity is a little bit uncomfortable for me. But I sure am glad I went, because this is the once-in-a-lifetime thing that I'm going to get to see, and really I'll probably never feel that much unity in my country again either. I wish I could, but it's probably not the way the world works. We got to see, we got to see it, we got to experience it, and we get to feel it. And honestly, that's probably all I could ask for as a Canadian. And I think everybody just felt like a Canadian today. I don't think there was any difference of where you were from, or what race you were, or what gender you were, or anything else. There was represented. There was Canadians from every group represented here, every group, and it was truly amazing to see. And there was absolutely no division between anybody. We all got along super well. I had a chance to talk to a police officer today, and he told me, he said this was the biggest thing he'd ever seen. And he had a little age on him. He wasn't a youngster anymore, and he's seen a few of these. And he says up on the hill, they would have that many people at times, but he said to spread this far out and to get this much all over the city was unprecedented, and something he hadn't seen. And I asked him if he expected this many people, and he said no. He said there was no way they expected this many people, and frankly, I didn't expect that many people. At one point, we couldn't even walk through the crowd. We had to get down on side streets. All this video footage is us trying to get back to our car. It was 2 kilometers away. This was packed solid. Everything was packed. Every side road coming into this was packed solid. And everybody was high-fiving and giving out Canadian flags. And I've got a Canadian flag that I'll just keep as one of my favorite mementos, because today was probably one of the most amazing days I ever had a chance to live. And just because today we were just all Canadians and we were all supporting each other, and it's been such a long time since we've been even able to live normally. And today wasn't normal. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't normal, but it was special. and it was there was no pandemic today. It was just one of those days. It's a once in a lifetime thing. In '69, I was 3 years old. I didn't go to Woodstock, but I figured I had to come to this one. I'd never see anything like it again, and it was something I had to see, and it was something I had to be a part of, and I sure am happy I did.
There. The police are stopping people from going into the city now. They're up there, blocking that exit. In this line of traffic, I'm talking to some guys coming in on a convoy, and they're not able to get in. This thing has been lined up for hours. I don't know how far it goes. I got a feeling it's a long bloody ways.
It's the convoy.
It's one of the convoys. These are some guys I was talking to coming in from Quebec, and they're just hung up in traffic forever. You see all those bobtail trucks, you know darn well they're part of the convoy. It's, and then the city was gridlocked, and the highway is gridlocked, and from what I understand, everybody coming up from Gatineau is in gridlock. From Montreal to Gatineau up to Mirabel. And this just goes on and on and on and on and on. I don't know how many people can fit in that city, but I think we're going to find out. What do you think, Serge?
It's crazy.
What do you think of your day, Serge?
It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. A lot of people. A lot of people.
Are you sick of winning yet?
I like winning.
We had us a day, and we actually bailed because there's going to be so many people there you can't even move shortly. We were close to it. We were able to walk out of there by skipping out side streets, but staying in the crowd, you can hardly budge. And then as we went out, we saw more and more and more. Look at this. I thought most of the protest was in the city. Apparently a lot of it's still out here on the highway. I'm thinking this goes on for miles.
Jesus.
Bobtail trucks.
That's
Flags.
unbelievable.
You know who you're looking at. These
Must be the minority. Slim minority.
Those are the boys of freedom right there. I'll tell you what, the truckers are going to be the minority in that crowd anymore because everybody from all walks of humanity is getting involved in this thing now, and it is amazing to see. But the truckers are the ones that started it. The truckers are the ones that deserve the credit for getting this rolling.
And I would say that there's a lot of company truckers that their company wouldn't let them take the trucks,
I'm sure.
They're here.
I'm sure. Well, I mean, we both came up here in a Camry. We were both truck license holders, and you still drive.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just, it just never ends. It just never ends. I didn't expect this.
Me neither.
I didn't expect a lot of what I saw today.
There's Clayton.
Is it?
Right there with
Clayton Derrick. And this is
I'm gonna give Clayton a call.
This is the guy. This is the convoy my buddy Jason stuck in. So, hell yeah.